episode 2 of Pretty Girls Chatting. I have Felicia right here.
Hello, happy to be here with you guys.
This is Janet, Made for Now.
Yes, it's her new song. It's very good. I think I was like a newborn.
Yo, how old is she?
I don't know. Old. It's okay. That's why you save your eggs, ladies.
Save your eggs. Lord, really? Okay, yeah, so from one of our viewers, we have a request to talk about making or keeping friends in adulthood.
I don't know. I think I've been moving around for so long that making friends for me has been not difficult. Like I feel like I know like one person each place I go, but making friends when you're older, like a good core group of friends, is hard, right?
Yeah.
Because you go out, everyone already has friends. People are like, go to bars alone and meet people, and it's like no one goes to bars to like meet friends. You're like everyone's with a group of people, and if you aren't, then it's like you're not just gonna walk up to a group of people and be like, hey, you guys look
No,
pretty.
because in that group of people are gonna be like,
Why don't you have friends?
yeah.
And I think, yeah, I mean, as you're older, everyone kind of has their friend group set. It's not like anyone's out seeking friends. There are things like Bumble, BFF.
Really?
Yeah, so I have actually met girls on Bumble BFF. Like, when I lived in Atlanta, I had just moved there. Like, some of the people I met actually lived in Atlanta and just wanted to make more friends, right? So one day I met this girl on there. We talked for a while, and then a group of us got together and went to like Piedmont Park, and we drank wine.
So cool.
We drank wine, we smoked.
All through the app.
Yeah, all through that.
It's difficult when you're not in, I don't know, when did we first start making friends? In school.
Yeah, in a setting where you're around the same people
Every single day. Like for me, going to acting classes, dancing classes, I met like different people and made friends that way.
If you like have a partner, I think like a new partner, I think that's a good way to like make
That's
outside
true.
friends, like people who you
Like if
didn't
you're in a
already know.
relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's another way.
You know?
Mm-hmm. But then when that relationship fails, I mean,
What do you do with those friends? I don't know though.
but I think if you break up with someone and those people don't want to be your friends anymore, then that's okay. You should let that go because they weren't your real friends to begin with, and you want real people around you.
You do. Another thing I think about friendship is like if you have close friends, like even if you aren't in the same place, even if you aren't talking every day, like you don't have to talk every day to be considered. I don't have to talk to my friends every day to be like, you're my good friend. It's like we're all adults, we all have things going on. You can stay in contact with someone, let someone know you're there if they need you.
Yeah.
But you don't have to communicate. I don't want people to feel like
on a daily
basis, right? It's like,
No.
what do you have, like,
What do you have to say? Is that what you're gonna say? What do you have to say to me every day? Were you?
maybe.
I feel like that's where you were going.
No. Because it's like, you know you still have each other, but you don't necessarily have to be there every day to feel that love.
Yeah, so if you're looking to make friends and go to classes,
Yeah,
like what kind
workout,
like the gym
classes, like Class Pass. If you like go to a class regularly, like a spin class, and you see the same person on Saturdays, you know, sometimes I talk to the same girl every Saturday, and it's like, hey, how was your week? Blah blah blah.
Right.
You built that friendship, you know.
Yeah.
So she was saying like acting or singing, things
Any
like that.
hobbies that you have, try looking up classes for them because then you'll be surrounded with people that like the same thing that you like.
Very good.
As far as keeping friends,
Like I said, you know, regular communication. Like not making someone feel like they're the only one putting effort into the friendship, you know. Especially because I've lived in like 4 different cities in the last like 3 years, so I have friends kind of all over, and so it's nice for everyone to know that they have someone there if they need it. You know. What are your tricks to keeping friends?
I don't.
You don't keep friends, or you don't have tricks?
Okay, no. I've learned to communicate and to show that, hey, I care about, and actually saying that, hey, I care about you, or hey, I appreciate you doing this for me, and actually voicing that to them.
Yeah. Have you learned that that's something that like other people need that you don't need? So it was like harder for you to be like, oh, I need to do this in order for them to feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people have different love languages.
Yeah.
But like when you just don't agree.
What kind of disagreements are adult friends having that you can't move on from it? You know, we are grown. It's like if you have a connection with someone, a friendship. You know, like I feel like some friends are almost like soulmates. You know, like there for life. You have a like just a strong connection there for some reason. Maybe you don't know why, but you're just together in this world for some reason. I don't think that like some petty shit should get in the way. I think it all comes back to communication. When I was on vacation with my friend, I thought that she was acting a type of way, and then I brought it up, and she was like, well, I think you said these things, A, B, and C, that I did not like. And I was like, thank you. Like, I like when I can have a conversation and someone tells me about myself, you know, like, I respect that. And then literally that was like the third day of our trip. The rest of the time we were good. I think communication is key. We are, again, all adults, I would hope. Yeah.
Red stripe. It's good for the soul. Hope you know.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
So she went to Afropunk. Tell them about Afropunk.
So I go to a lot of festivals.
Oh my God, you do.
I
She
love
goes to a
festivals and I love concerts. I think music is a language that everyone understands, right? It's like music can connect you to someone, and I love it. I just think, you know, music talks to you when you can't say words. Sometimes music will say it for you, you know. So I love music.
Wait, tell them where you've been, what festivals.
Oh, okay. I've been to Bonnaroo, and that's a camping festival, so it's like 4 days, outdoors, camping. It's great. I always say Bonnaroo kind of changed my life because...
How?
Because like, okay, so when I went into Bonnaroo, I was like, okay, we walked in and there's like people with like topless and like doing whatever they want, right? Okay. And so I was like, oh my God, like I can't believe that person's wearing that. But then it's like, that's the place where we can go again. So by the end of that, I was like, you know, hell yeah. Do what you want, wear what you want, whatever body type you have.
Yeah,
someone's gonna love it. Yeah, free, love it, love yourself. So I think Bonnaroo changed my like outlook on life a little, because I kind of walked away from that experience being like, it's so nice to being in a place where you can just be yourself. You like almost don't have phone service, so you're just surrounded by the people you're with. Yeah. It's so great. It's like love and it's music, and I love it. Yeah. So I've been to other little festivals like SMF, EDC Orlando, Music Midtown in Atlanta, different little small festivals. Lollapalooza, I just went to my first Lolla. That was an experience. And now Afropunk. And Afropunk was, I don't know, I don't know what I was expecting except to see a lot of black people. Music wise, I think the music was great, right? It was on Color People Time, so we didn't miss a lot of people because people were going on an hour and a half late at some point. You couldn't see everybody. But I saw the Internet, which is a group. If you haven't listened, you should listen. Pusha T was surprisingly very good, like great stage presence, like it was great. Her sounded great. Oh, I love her. Did have to leave early to catch the Internet, but what I saw,
I'm just annoyed with her name or whatever.
Are you annoyed by the fact that she doesn't show her face? Do you think that it's hurt her marketing?
You know what? No.
No?
I don't think it hurt.
I don't know. I think her music is captivating, so like I think that's what.
Yeah, I think either way, she don't have to show nothing.
Yeah.
But just her is just like her. Maybe it stands for something.
I don't know. She was very good.
Hopefully it does. Okay.
We'll figure it out. We'll do our Googles and we'll get back to you. A couple other people. Erykah Badu. She was amazing.
But I saw pictures of Erykah and Janelle together, like in the crowd.
Well, so Janelle came out at the end of, like Erykah said, they started singing together. I forgot what song it was. I was very tired, so I was like not even videotaping by this point. I was just like, whoo, get me off my feet, Lord. I admittedly don't know a ton of Erykah Badu songs that are not like mainstream, but this performance made me realize I need to. Her visuals are great. She had on this lime green outfit. Yes, girl, she looked great. And Tyler, the Creator, I saw him 2 weeks ago at Lollapalooza, and I think I was excited to see him in a different setting, like a white setting at Lollapalooza versus a black setting at Afropunk. And
I did say like most of his fans are white.
Yeah, and I think he loved that too because he kept calling out the fact that there were so many dark people.
Really?
Like, yeah.
There's a lot in the music industry where most of the fans in the
Yeah,
audience
exactly.
are white.
I mean, that's for like
For any artist.
Drake. That's the representation was us. You
Yeah.
know, you go to any rap concert, Migos, Drake, J. Cole, Young Thug. It's
a sea of white people.
So at the end of the day, I think Afropunk was great. I know the past couple of years people say it's changed. It used to be free, now it's not.
Every other festival is not free. Like damn.
But yeah, great experience. I suggest everyone go. If you like being around a lot of black people and you like music. So another thing we were gonna talk about is finding a job that makes you happy, and then also potentially starting a business, a career, finding a career.
The thing is, it's very hard. I wouldn't tell people to just go out and make your own business and make your own money. It's difficult. Me, myself, I never had a 9 to 5. I'm modeling. I'm broke-ish. It's hard because modeling checks don't come in often. They don't come in frequently. I had to start working at not a regular job, but a night job to get in consistent pay. But I think that you can do it if you really, really are focused on it. And I also think that you need something that's bringing in money consistently while you're chasing your dream. So don't just be out there like bumming it and asking people for money. Like go and get a job, a night job, if your work is during the day, and have that money coming in so you can support yourself while you're chasing your dream. But I think that everyone needs to be doing something they love.
I just recently quit my job a little over a month ago, and some things that people told me after I quit were like, you know, some people at my job were like, I don't really feel fulfilled by this either, but I get my fulfillment in other places. And I'm like, I've personally had jobs that I did feel fulfilled in, so I don't think it's worth me coming somewhere every day where I'm spending a majority of my time. And I'm not fulfilled, right? I'm going home feeling like I didn't really accomplish much, I didn't learn much. That's not worth it. There's so many things out there that you can do that are gonna make you happy. I don't think there's any reason to stay somewhere where you feel like you aren't growing, learning, and living your best life. I don't think people should just go around quitting their jobs, right?
Right.
Like I think
Don't be irresponsible.
Have a game
you got
plan.
bills next month.
Save up, right? If you think you want to, like, if I got to the point where I was like, okay, I can no longer successfully go to this job every day and like come home and be happy with the person I am. So I knew I had money saved up, so I left because finding a new job is a full-time job, honestly. Like doing resumes and filling out applications, like it's hard, right? So I took that leap of faith and kind of just left, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna find something. It has not been easy.
But imagine if you had that motivation, like the motivation that you have now to look for a job, and you spent like 8 hours doing that. Imagine if you had that same motivation in whatever you wanted to do independently, and you are dedicated like a 9 to 5, like every day.
No, I think me personally, I haven't been able to like hone in on like what that passion is of mine, right?
That's
to like figure out. I know that like once I figure it out, I can be like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna excel at it. But right now, I just don't know what that is.
That's so hard.
You know, I'm like I can't paint, right? Like
it's not like. I don't want to sit down and make nothing. Like I don't have the patience or the detailed factor in that when you sit down and create and like, you know, like jewelry or like painting, you know. It's just like I need something more fast paced. I just don't have that in me. What do you love? Like what do you love to do?
Well, I do love music, so even like I think if I could find a 9 to 5 that allowed me to travel within music, that would fulfill me. I'm not saying that there's not something else out there that I'd be like, this is a craft that isn't a 9 to 5 that, you know, like my friend asked me to write for her music blog. Like I would love to do that. I love writing. I have a journalism degree, so like
you like giving your opinion on stuff.
Yeah, I do.
And it's like good opinions. It's like, oh, I never thought about that, or oh, that's interesting, you know. So,
and I love to hear how other people think too. So yeah, what are you passionate about outside of?
I'm passionate about.
You have a vision wall with things on there that you want to do.
I do, but then I forget to look at it.
Well, put a reminder on something and be like, even if it's once a week, look at your vision wall. You know, take 30 minutes, take an hour, come up with one idea. That'll get you to the next step.
Wow, look at all this hair that came out. I just pulled this. Okay. Anyway, you know what? I'm excited. We're gonna get back to that, but I'm excited that this is being documented because I want to see my growth in a year.
This isn't the same one that you did. No. Do you do these often? Because last week we were just watching TV and she just twisted her hair while we were watching TV.
It's not the same one.
Yeah.
I had to take it off.
But it looks great.
Okay. My passion, music. I love kind of knowing who produced the track. I love knowing who like their manager is, like some like weird stuff. Like I like knowing behind the scenes, what studio they made it in, who wrote it. I like knowing the writers. Just like the fine arts, which is theater, dance, music. Yeah. Grew up with my mother dancing.
Oh yeah, that picture you put up of her.
Oh yeah.
It's so great.
Yeah. So like
maybe
owning a dance studio.
You know how to do that?
Like basic editing.
We'll figure it out.
Cut. Play, stop. So yeah, like voice lessons, even though like.
Oh my god, I have a funny boy story. I was at Lollapalooza and I was like talking to these random people, as I always do at festivals, which is the cool thing about festivals because you just meet people, right? And so we're like, it was like 2 other black girls and then a white guy and me. And I'm like, yeah, I love music. He's like, oh, do you like making it? I'm like, no, I don't really have a good voice. He's like, what? He's like, okay, I'm gonna sing a key and then I want you to sing the same key.
No.
So he's like, sings his key and then I sing my key and he's like, oh, you're tone deaf.
Oh. Damn, on the first try?
I was like, okay, cool. See, now I'm glad we established.
On the first
On
try?
the very first note.
Oh
literally
my God.
1 note in.
I was like, wait,
it's
like,
loud.
it's
It's
loud.
loud.
Like, you can't even hear me right. That is so weird.
Find something you love doing that maybe isn't a 9-to-5 retail or a 9-to-5 desk job, and pursue it.
Nobody wants to do that, right? I mean, if you do, go ahead.
Okay.
More power to you. But if you're in fashion and you're working in retail, that's great. Like if your passion is fashion, then yeah, you should be working in retail and getting some type of experience. And at least you're around your passion. You're around clothes.
And then like shout out your manager or shout out the people who are, you know, doing the displays and get to that next level. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to be a YouTuber, girl. Do it. So yeah. Have you reached out to anyone? No. You should. So yeah. I didn't even know how big like YouTube was. As far as people getting paid from it and stuff. Like, yeah. It's like, yo, it's a career. It's a career. That's a career. And people should not put down those that are in these new careers. These are new. Like being an influencer. They're probably making more money than you. Being an influencer is a whole new career. Some brands will say like a person who has 2,000 followers, 1,000 followers, will sometimes gain more like brand attention than someone who has a lot of followers, right? Because they have people who are actually interacting with their brand. Right. So like someone can have 15,000 followers, but if their users aren't interacting and swiping up and actually buying things, that's not beneficial to the brand. But if they have an influencer, a macro influencer who is bringing them lots of traffic, lots of new consumers, things like that, then that's just all about engagement. Yeah. Listen, if you only have like 400 followers, but all 400 followers are like engaging and like not all, that's like impossible, but like, you know, like 50% is engaging, that's great. Yeah. That's like guaranteed money for, you know, these companies that want to work with you. That's just money. Did you see the video of OBJ when he They were like celebrating his contract and they were playing that song in the locker room.
No, I didn't
He was
see
like
that.
dancing.
He was like dancing. $95 million. $95
Call me
million.
We're in the same state.
I hung out with him.
Oh yeah, that's the night. Shiggy. That was right before the In My Feelings.
Yeah, but before that, actually, I hung out with him. Not with him. I kind of like tagged along, you know.
They was in the same
We
vicinity.
was in the same. we was at the same table. Okay. You didn't know who I was, but I was there. But he's like really sweet. He like didn't know us, but was still like, hey, like you guys having fun.
It's nice.
I respect that someone who has such a big name is like so humble and giving and nice. Shout out to Odell. We love you.
I've been a huge fan for so long. I drafted him in my fantasy team
Get outta here,
while he
yo.
was still hurt, and he like had never even played a game, and I had him, and here we are.
Here we are.
I called it.
Get that money, okay? Don't let
Get
them
your
tell
money,
you.
black man.
Don't let them tell you nothing. Legally.
True.
So your dating experience has not been going well. I don't understand why though. I feel like because there's so many people.
I think that, I don't know, like I met a couple people here. Dating in Atlanta there's so many people, and Atlanta was the first place I lived with like a ton of black people.
There's so many black people.
So many black people.
Yeah.
So like it was great. Like that's when I really honed in on my like black men, and also like the fact that the boroughs are so far here. It
Yeah.
like makes it hard, right?
I understand that. My cousin was saying the other day too how like,
And she grew up here.
yeah, she grew up here. How like if you meet someone in the city and they live in the city, and then as soon as she tells them, oh, I'm in Queens, it's kind of like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be. I don't know if this is gonna
It
work.
was nice to meet you. So I don't know. Like in Atlanta, the guy I was in a relationship with there, he lived literally no more than 12-minute drive for me, and it was like, you know, so
Yeah,
nice, so
right,
convenient.
yeah.
It's like I can see you every day. I can sleep at your place and then still go to my job successfully. You
Yeah,
can sleep at my place, still get to your job successfully. It's like we live in the same city, but here it's like you have to hop on a plane, a train, and an automobile just to get some dick, right? It's like it's frustrating. I've been using dating apps for a long time, and I think honestly sometimes I do things that are not safe on dating apps, like, you know, after we successfully go out, I'm like, okay, you're cool, like go back and smoke or something. It's like,
Don't bring them back. Please be careful.
send your friends your location.
Send your friend's location,
Phone numbers.
name, number.
Yeah,
all
you
that
can
stuff.
you can honestly not be too safe. Trust your intuition. Yes, that's important.
Don't ignore it, even though you want to sometimes.
Sometimes you just need some dick, so ignore it, but
Yeah.
not all the time.
So we gonna talk about casual sex.
We can briefly. I was just like got this CNN alert today, so I'm gonna like read it so that I make sure I get it word for word. But it was basically about how STD numbers are rising year over year, which I don't think there's anything wrong with like casual sex. Like when I was in Atlanta, I had casual sex. No, you know, I mean, more or less. It's not being safe though, and I feel that a lot of people are not being safe. So this, just briefly, it says last year, nearly 2.3 million U.S. cases of sexually transmitted diseases, and this is from gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis alone. That is so alarming, and I just want everyone to like have sex if you want, right? Like we're all sexual beings, like that's okay, but there are so many free clinics, so get tested, right? Use condoms. There's not like only STDs out there, but I am a big believer in like who you are having sex with is like
The
that energy. I don't know. What do you think?
It's not a full transfer.
What is it? It's like a.
Okay. I thought about it, and I thought about who I was having sex with before, and what it felt like with a condom and without. And it was definitely stronger emotionally without. Like the emotions that came with the physical aspect was a lot stronger when we did it without a condom. If you're having sex without a condom, then that energy is transferred. But if you're doing it with a condom, not so much.
Okay. I just think, even just back to the STDs, like, you don't know what someone has. So I like to be very, very safe, and then, like, I don't know, talk with people. Everyone's not going to be honest, and everyone's not going to test it, so everybody's not going to know. But clinics are free. I also read that, like, people with HIV do not have to disclose it if they're not showing symptoms, things like that. So it's like, people are not going to be honest with you all the time, so you need to take precaution. Have home HIV kits. You don't know your status? Don't worry. I got a kit. It was $30 off of Amazon. It's in my closet right now. We'll prick you. We'll drink some wine, you know, and then we'll get the results.
Oh my.
What's your status? What's your status?
Like, have you been tested lately? No, never. Well, don't worry.
I got a pamphlet and
bring out everything. The whole.
No, I've never actually like used one. I just bought it, but I do think it's good to have because like.
Yeah, but you get the results
in 30 minutes. I saw someone the other day said like, well, you know, men can't choose their baby mamas. Like, how dumb are you?
What?
That's when I saw.
See, that's why you gotta look out for people like that. Okay, like that's why you get to know people, and then if they say some crazy shit like that,
you know, that's why like casual sex is like. Sometimes I feel like I want to have sex sooner than later, sooner rather than later, and sometimes I want to wait. But like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right? Again, no, it's just about the discernment. Being safe, asking questions, trusting your intuition. I don't know. So
I've been wanting to watch Love Is.
Can you watch episode after?
Yeah. Love Is a really great show, you guys.
It's on OWN.
She introduced it to me, and it's so wonderful. It's like having a boyfriend when you don't have one, because you can live vicariously through what's her name? Nuri.
It's based on a true story of Mara Bradford Kill, who wrote Girlfriends and Being Mary Jane. It's on OWN.
It's so romantic. It reminded me of The Notebook. Like, if you love The Notebook, you'll love
Black
this.
people. I like Black people.
What is that?
Just Black people? It's like The Notebook with Black people.
Oh, okay. I thought Black People was like a show.
No.
It's The Black Notebook.
Great music. It's great. You should watch it.
The music is popping. Speaking of music, let's end with some tunes.
Okay. Alexa, play Chanel by Young Thug. It's my favorite song right now.
Chanel, created by Young Thug. Young Story Records.
You heard it? It's on a new CD, Slime Language.
Oh. I didn't get through that CD.
Young Thug is different, but we love him.
Thugger. And this song is called Chanel, featuring
Gunna and Lil Baby.
I like Lil Baby.
I do too.
Oh yeah, I remember you said that, and I was like, ugh, Lil Baby. But then I fell in love with his song Freestyle. That's my shit. Okay, guys, thank you for tuning in to Pretty Girls Chatting featuring Cynthia.
Thanks for having me.
So this is the HIV home kit test that she was talking about. Can you see it? If you guys are interested, go get it.